The Rocket Review is sponsored by Why Not Saloon.
We're so honored to have back on the show an incredible country music singer, songwriter, and he's doing his own show now, Song and a Hat, the one and only Eric Paslay.
What's going on?
It's good to see you.
Two Erics.
I know, you can't go wrong. Two Erics make a right.
Yeah.
So you got to tell me about this whole new concept with Song and a Hat, because there was something about shredding dreams and all this. I just want viewers to understand this awesome concept you're
The
doing.
dream confetti. No, so I just always thought, moving to Nashville, I've been in here over 20 years now, which is crazy. What the heck?
So can you even call Texas home anymore? I mean,
I go back, we go back to Temple, Texas, and get some kolaches and hang out, Green Sausage House, all the family hang. But I'd travel around everywhere. I'll be in Europe soon playing. I like going everywhere. But the thought was, if I could go see a show when I came to town, it's like we call it a 10-year town. It takes 10 years for someone to discover you.
Right.
So I was like, well, what if someone's in the audience that's better than me? Wouldn't that be cool to find them?
Right.
So like, well, how can we do that? And it's like, well, everybody write down a song idea when you come to the show. And we give you like a little song and a hat pin that you can take home with you and all that, which is fun. And but they write down a song idea, and we pass around all these brown hats that I haven't worn on the farm yet. They're clean. And
so they're not soiled.
Maybe they want to have, who? Eric. Anyway, he's a nice smelling farmer.
Yeah, that's the merch at the end of the show, right?
This is going weird, but the best thing is, I pull a song out of the hat.
Right.
And whatever title I pull out, I just say, all right, who wrote down this? And whoever's in the audience comes up on stage with me and the other two writers that I have, artists and writers, which we've had Christian Bush, Caroline Jones, Emily Landis, Cam, Lindsay Rhymes. We've had a lot of great.
I wish you could have pulled in some talent.
Bob DePiro.
You may do.
So we've had a good handful of great writers and everything.
Incredible.
And the person comes up on stage with us, and we show them how we write a song, because people are like, "How do you write a song?" I'm like, "I don't know. Watch me do it." So that's
awesome.
So that's the show. And you mentioned shredded dreams. I have props on stage. So I have a paper shredder, because I'm trying to teach people to do the right thing and not steal and all these things. And I hold up the titles and I tell everybody, you realize a song idea isn't copyrightable. You just gave me like 300 song ideas.
Right.
And though it's tempting, I show them and I shred them right in front of them, so they know I didn't take their song idea. And as Christian Bush said, he was like, look, dreams being shredded right before your eyes. So I call it dream confetti.
I just think it's so incredible because, once again, you're so well known here, not only as a great, artist performing and everything, but also for your songwriting. I mean, you look at all the songs that have been recorded, like by Keith Urban and Jake Owens and all these songs that have gone #1 for other artists, besides your own great songs.
Yeah.
But to do something like that, it's an experience for the audience.
Yeah, I call it the songwriter experience.
But it's like the magic, because you and I know, Nashville is a songwriting town, and it's built on it.
It is.
And I mean, you're constantly doing songwriter rounds when you're not playing the Opry and other things, or we're doing Song and a Hat.
Yeah.
But for people to be able to be a part of that, Eric.
Well, and also, if you're on stage with us, if there's 4 of us on stage, we all own a fourth, or a share of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to teach people to do the right. If you're counting beans doing songwriting, it's like you're not actually a songwriter.
No,
so
it's kind of like writing books and going, wow, this
we
is
write
going to
a
be
bunch,
great.
And it is fun. It's always kind of like, I know it's a gift because I'll pull a song out of a hat and we kind of write a song. On the last show we did, there were 2 ideas that I've told Kim and Lindsay, I'm like, we actually need to finish these, and we do need to finish these. So
incredible.
It's it'll be cool when someone shows up who's really actually writing a lot with us on stage and be like, well, this is the idea I had. And be like, wow, let's open a publishing company. You're signed.
I love the whole concept because songs, particularly your songwriting. You're such an incredible writer, and there's so much depth there. But also showing people the magic, because it is magic.
It's a gift.
It is a gift.
Yeah,
and to be able to channel
I had nothing to do with it. Other than I let myself be weird.
Yeah, but also I got to bring this up. This past December, your grandfather would have been 107 years old. You were on the Opry. He's been deceased, but you got to perform with your grandpa.
I had this dream for a while to do that, and I was like, if I don't do it, someone's going to do it, and then I'll be like, dang, I had that idea. And yeah, it would have been his 107th birthday. He passed away when I was like 2, so I didn't like grow up in the band, but he had a band with his brothers in Texas called Arnold Schiller and the Moonlight Serenaders.
Yes.
And he had a Gibson lap steel that he converted into a pedal steel, and we still have that.
Right.
And then my other family members gifted me their dad's guitar, which was my great uncle, a Kalamazoo hollow body that he took to World War II with him. So my great uncle and my grandfather's guitars got to sing together again on the Opry. I had Bruce Broughton play with me, and I also had a cassette tape that had my grandfather singing Green Grows the Lilacs. So I got to sing with my grandfather on the Opry. And it was fun for me to do that.
It gives me goosebumps. It's like you were part of the family band that you couldn't be part of when you were little.
Yeah, and I always say if heaven has a radio, you know, it's probably on WSM right now when we were doing that. And it's like if heaven, only happy things happen. Maybe, I mean, maybe it would have made him sad not to be there, but in real life, you know, for them to know that I get to play the Opry, you know, because they were touring around playing country music in Central Texas, and now here we are.
Yeah, on the Opry stage, and there he is.
And I'll be there. I'll be there tonight. So,
wow,
yeah.
That is so amazing. Well, I want to bring up also with your new single that released this year, and you're going to have more music coming out in the spring. Yeah. But California Morning, which, you know, with you and 2 other artists on one song, it's a great song.
Yeah, it was. I was out in California writing with Damon Elliott, and he's working on with the artist Kayla, and I just walked up and was like, California Morning. And we know that, you know, California is the air is not as clean as it was that morning with all the smoke and everything. And Damon, one of his house burned down, and he called me just kind of teary-eyed going like, bro, I just listened to California Morning, and it's completely not what we wrote it as. And so just the hope of it, that'll help people heal through that, and all the money that we're raising, I think, is going to charity and all that. Right. But it's, you know, you never know where a song takes you. We just wrote the song and thought, well, that's a nice song. And for Damon and other people that have gone through a lot out in California, to help them heal and everything through things that are out of your control. And, and for a lot of, you know, for Damon, it's a first world problem, but it's still a heartbreak, you know, of all the memories made in that house and everything.
And the song sounds incredible, all 3 of your voices. I know you're going to have more music coming out in the spring.
Yep.
And obviously always doing your charity work and everything for, you know, diabetes, and also for Habitat for Humanity.
Yep. Yeah, I love the Carter builds and everything, getting to build houses with President Jimmy Carter and Rosalind over the years, and Garth and Trish are out there a lot. Just it's nice to help the least of these and come together and actually do good together.
Well, I'll tell you what, you always do, and especially with your great songs. And it's not bad having you know, being endorsed by Gibson too, where, you know, they kind of take care of you once in a while, especially with a nice little J45 like this.
Yeah, it's a good true vintage.
Well, I want to make sure for our viewers, you know, with Song in a Hat, you know, this thing is going to be going on. You've been doing this, you know, at Chiefs in Nashville, but I think it's going to go across the country. I think it should go international. I think you need to make it into a TV show.
I think all this stuff you're talking about is going to happen because it feels good, and it's just a natural thing of what I do, and it's fun to just a little behind the scenes of how we do it and watching it happen in real life, because I know we're going to eventually write a hit that gets on the radio.
Oh my gosh! But it's like going. Everybody hears and sees the finished cake, you know, and I love all your songs and everything. You've had so many hits too, Eric, but it's to see the cake being made on stage, and that the people in the audience can be a part of that. Yeah. And bring an ingredient.
And that the ingredients are just out of thin air. It's all intangible. That's the strangest thing. And that being said, I've written 4,000 something songs. So I mean, it's like we swing the bat. We practice. That's why when we pull a song out of a hat, you go, well, you could do it this way, this way, this way, or this way. And then maybe someone shows up and goes in this way. And I'm like, holy, we have that way. You know, and it's just fun to see writers and artists on stage along with whoever brought the idea. So just powerful. To see it happen, and everybody in the audience gets to see it. And you might be in the audience and get pulled up on stage with us.
Yeah, because you may put the right title in the hat that has not been soiled. But I want to make sure that viewers know for your website, for social media and everything, Eric, where they need to go so they can come out and see a show and be a part of this, and also for your new music rolling out and tours, just everything that you do. Yeah. Where should they go?
Yeah, it's just Eric Paslay, EricPaslay. And all things socials is Eric Paslay, ericpaslay.com. And then we also have songinAhat.com. songwriting.com and Song and a Hat on socials and everything.
And I'm going to have like one of the cool shirts and everything too, with the shredder and all that when those
we
come
should
out.
get that. We haven't gotten it yet, but it'll be a paper shredder that says Dream Confetti. So that's the first insider.
I think that's like my life every day,
T-shirt.
Eric. It's like, oh, there's a great, oh, I'll shred it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, what a great Song and a Hat. Eric Paslay, be sure and check him out. Go see the live show, become a part of the experience with an incredible songwriter and other songwriters, but also check out his new single, California Morning, with more songs coming out. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Eric.
Check him out.
The Rocket Review is sponsored by Why Not Saloon.